Jim and Heather, I can't
Thanks.
tell you how good it is to see you guys and to be able to visit. We've been praying for you so much. So what a ride, huh?
Yep,
Yeah.
it's good to see you, Fred.
It's really good to see you. And we have felt every prayer. Thank you guys so much.
And you are safe.
We are safe. Yes, Jerusalem is, if it's heavy, you can feel kind of the grief in the air, but Jerusalem is functioning much like normal. The kids are going to school. We're pressing into ministry. We decorated for Christmas today. So
Oh, that's
yes.
incredible. Nice job.
Thank you. Yeah, we're feeling safe by the grace of God. Yep.
Wow. And so we know that on October 6th, missiles were flying everywhere. Did anything come close to you guys?
Yes. Yeah, actually, normally it doesn't typically make it this far, but this time they had launched so many rockets towards Jerusalem that a few had gotten through the Iron Dome and actually landed right by our neighborhood. So when things jumped off, Levi and I, after things had settled, the sirens went down. We thought everything had cleared. Levi and I went up to check on our neighbors. And as we were checking on them, the sirens went back off again. And rockets started launching overhead. And so the Iron Dome head shot off to intercept rockets coming in from the West Bank.
And you could see this.
Yeah, we knew.
Yes. Yes, we could see it and we could feel it. Yep.
The whole
The
building.
whole buildings were shaking.
Oh my. Oh,
Yeah.
bless your
That
hearts.
first day, yeah, we knew the scale was big because we don't ever get rockets to that degree with that kind of consistency. But that first day, we spent our whole day in our safe room because it was pretty relentless. Yeah.
Wow. So in response now, you've started this Holy Land Mercy Fund, and we want to be part of it. So tell us, what does that money go toward?
Yeah, so that money is going indiscriminately to help all in need, Jews and Arabs. There are over 250,000 displaced Jews that are seeking refuge in Jerusalem right now. So our ministry center is located right in the heart of the city, and all of the hotels surrounding our center are full of evacuated families. So as we pressed in, we have found that there are a lot of felt needs, specifically baby items, so diapers, wipes, formula. So we are able to provide those items. We are providing meals once a week to a community of evacuated families. We do have some connections in the West Bank, and we're providing food for unemployed families there, and we'll be providing winter jackets actually for displaced Gazans. So all of that money is going to meet really tangible, practical felt needs for people that are being directly affected by the war.
Wonderful. And this is both for Jews and Palestinians.
Yes.
Yes, both Jews and Palestinians. And right now it's really important because we're going into the Christmas season. And so next month we're partnering with a ministry that actually does reconciliation ministry between Jews and Arabs. We're partnering with them to take the good news and a Christmas celebration into each of the public schools around the old city, where we'll get to do the Christmas play and lay out the gospel. And so it's a really unique opportunity that we'll have with this ministry come December. And then we'll hold a Christmas movie night to try and get Arab families and Jewish families together in December. So,
wow. So what impact have you felt in your region, in the city of Jerusalem and the surrounding area? What impact has this had on the people?
Well, as Heather was saying, everything it feels very heavy and just kind of like gray. Just there's a mourning that's happening. But as a believer, I think something that's really important that stood out to us is that before the war, it was very hard to be a Christian in the land. There's a lot of persecution coming from the religious community towards the believing church, namely because they associate the church with Nazis and the persecution that happened in the camps during World War II. It's been very hard to kind of change that view of believers in the land. But since the war, God's family has been there on the front lines, serving Israelis, serving Arabs, and loving well and changing that whole picture. And we've heard over and over again now, as we've been serving, that wow, like we didn't expect this from the Christians, but you guys are a special people. If you wanted to share about that one lady.
Yeah, a lady came in asking for help. She works with Israel Organization for Victims of Terror. And she came into our center and she sat down and she asked if we would be willing to partner and to provide really practical needs for families that were either bereaved during the conflict or injured during the conflict. And when I told her that we would love to help, she welted up in tears. And she said, I knew the Christians would help. She said, you guys are really special people. But as we've delivered food and done things, that's been the response that we've gotten from multiple people, is that the Christians are special and the Christians will help, which is a narrative that we have not heard in our 2.5 years of living here. So.
Yeah.
So as I'm listening to you, you know, with this shift that you're seeing take place in the hearts of the people that you're there to serve, at first when the war broke out, we were concerned for your safety, and it seemed like the war was going to be an interruption to why you're there. But in a sense, this is why you're there, to serve a needy people. And now God's using the worst of times to shift inside so it might lead to the best of times.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes, for sure. And as we were praying about whether to stay or to take a home assignment, that's actually what Lucy said. And she said, if we came to Jerusalem to love and serve people, they need our love and help now more than ever.
Why would we go?
Why would we leave? Is what our 8-year-old said. So
He gets it.
yeah.
Wow. Oh my.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, we love you. We are so grateful for the partnership that we have. And I hope we represent well by tackling some of the money. I know your goal is $75,000 in the bigger picture. It would be unusual if we could handle all that, but we're going to, by the grace of God, do our part because we want to continue to invest in your lives and in your ministry.
Amen. Thank you
So
guys.
much. Yep. We miss you all.